Hey guys, GPD Handheld here, and in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys another test for the GPD XD Plus, and today's test will be on Metal Gear Solid, Peace Walker. This is one of the game that I have been requested many times by many users here, so I will take this opportunity for me to test out this game. So before we start, we will look into the system info as usual. So we have the typical settings that is used on GPD. That is XD Plus. I'm sure you guys Walker is supported here. So let's get straight into the games right now. So we'll be going to the emulator sessions. We turn up the PPSSPP Emulator, and you can see me playing it here. So let's show you guys Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker on a PPSSPP Emulator. Yep, we got this game running, and with the settings that I've shown you guys earlier on a previous configuration video, so you guys can refer to all these videos to for further settings, but I will guys show you guys again, just a quick show. So we go to game settings, and the graphic settings is as below. Walker API mode is buffer rendering, because buffer rendering is only works. This game only works with buffer rendering with on Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, so there is no skip buffer effects available. It is available, but if you select it, these settings, it will go into a black screen. So the next is frame skipping 2. Auto frame skip is on, and prevent FPS from exceeding 60, no. Alternate speed is unlimited, and post-process shader off. And rendering resolution is as usual, 1x PSP. Display resolution using hardware scaler is 2x resolution. Hardware transform is on. Software scanning is on. Vertex cache is on. Lazy texture is on. Disables lower effects is on. Hardware tessellation is on. Upscale level is off, or the upscaling is off. Anisotropic filtering is off. So we got a basic PSP resolution. Timer hack is on. Disable stencil effect is on. Show FPS counter is both, and that's all for this settings. And there is one thing that I want to show you guys for the frame skip. That is just give me one moment. So we go to system, and all is correctly mapped, and cheats is on. So we will go into another setting, that is immersive mode is off in this case. And if you want to follow my perfectly this tutorial, it is suggested to follow exactly my settings. So I just show you guys in a quick way. So for controls, I've actually mapped my control for screen camera controls to right analog stick, using the alternative method. You guys can see. We just delete this one. So circle is actually mapped to the right, so we'll just select this one, and it will map automatically. And the cross is for cross, for the down analog, so we select here. And the square button is right, and the right triangle button is up. It is actually very useful for this game, because this game actually uses a face button for controlling the camera. With the analog sticks, we can use it to rotate our camera, so we just have to map it on our GPD XD Plus. So we are done with the settings. So we will go back to our game. So let's load a game. You can see that it is quite laggy and first, before the option is loaded, the texture is loaded. It's still very stuttery, using even with 1x resolution. But the frame rates are stabilized, and we got around. I just have to zoom in a little bit. We get around 20 frames. Perfect. Just to clear up, the game originally runs at 20 frames per second. The developer actually locks it into 20 frames per second on the PSP, or even playing using a backward compatibility on a Vita. But this is the settings that we get on original PSP. But in this video, I will show you guys a trick that will make the gameplay even better. That is highly suggested. So this is the point that I make these tutorial videos for 60 frames. And let's quit this one, and we will select cheats here, and we select this one, 60 FPS V3 in game only. But in order for these cheats to be functioning, you guys have to follow one of my guides, that is to add a cheat file into the PPSSPP. This is actually a code that is a cheat to make the games run at 60 frames per second, so that you guys can get a even better performance compared to the PSP. So how do we do it? Actually, I've made a file credited to a PPSSPP forum. Someone from a PPSSPP forum actually makes this. So where we want to put our details. So we go to Android. The files that you downloaded from my link below can be put here. We go to XD Plus, and we will have to go to PSP and cheats. So what you guys need to do is actually paste the cheat files that I have sent you guys to this folder. So I'll show you guys again, XD Plus, PSP, cheats, and paste it here. So how do you paste? You just select this one, and if you have this file copied on your XD Plus, you can just paste it, or using the Windows 7 to Windows file manager to paste the .txt files into these settings, into this folder structure. So we'll go back to our games, and now I will show you guys how will the game performs with the cheat selected. So it is a quick one. So let's quit this one, and we go back to PPSSPP, and it will makes the game much more smoother. So we will go back to MGS, and this one is actually with the cheat selected, 60 FPS. And in one moment, I will going to show you guys how the game works on with the cheats on. So we are going to load the game, the exact scene. Originally have some slight stutter as it happens before, but once you get into the game becomes much more smoother. As you can see, I was just trying to pan the camera, and it is the game has become much smoother. You can see the frame rate here. If I zoom in a little bit, 60 frames. It is a night and day difference compared to the limitations locked by the PSP originally. So with this cheat, you guys can run the game at 60 frames. It is not perfectly smooth, I have to repeat, but it is a much better performance. Let's try shooting something, and you will see. You can see the response is plenty smooth compared to the one on a. You can see I try to pan the camera again. The smoothness is much better compared to locked 20 frames per second. This is one of the benefits of tweaking using our PPSSPP. You guys will definitely get a much better performance using this cheat and playing it on the XD Plus compared to playing it on the originally PSP. You can see these coconuts falling down, and the running animation is much smoother. It is not perfect, I have to stress out, but this is improved experience regardless. So I want to suggest you guys to do this trick if possible. So right now we have to go to our grenade, and we'll try to throw something. Yeah, we will throw this thing here. You can see the animation is now much smoother. Yeah, and the game just runs better with these cheats on. Just be aware of the frame rate of the game. It is a very smooth one, so near 60. So this is definitely a good experience for you guys. I just to prove again, I'm actually running on the handheld right now, and the frame rate is actually acceptable. And now we are in a cutscene right now, so we have to skip this one and skip the cutscene, and we are back into the game. The loading times is much better due to having it on a micro SD. So this is a new map, and I can show you the smoother panning of the camera and the movement in this game. So this is definitely a plus for those looking to play MGS PSP. Actually, I figured it out due to me wanting to have a better experience. So as in the end, it is benefiting the community by doing this video. That's all for this video today. Have fun and enjoy. Bye.